every man, woman, and child, every human being is on a quest for this one thing. Everyone craves it. In everything that they do in life, they are searching for it. They are pressed from within to find this one thing. It's called dominion. I am here to help you win, to point you in the direction so that you can obtain dominion. My job is to help you to win. This is the Transparency to Power podcast. All right, welcome back, Transparency to Power podcast, and I have another very special guest. You're probably going to say all the guests are very special guests, but no, this is one of my dear, very special guests, and I have three of them you're going to hear from. You heard from one of them already, school teacher. That was my eldest daughter. Now this is the baby girl. This is my youngest daughter, and this is Gabrielle. Gabrielle, welcome. And you have something that I know people need to be aware of, that you offer, that you bring to the market. And so how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Well, wonderful. Of course. Of course. So, but thank you again. So what we want to talk about is your profession, and you are engaged in something, you do something, your career is to help people in a way that it's something all of us will need at one point or another. So, you know, that thing that they say, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And we know that's one of those things that we're all going to experience. We're either going to lose someone or it's going to be us, right? So the thing after that happens is, what do you leave in place when that happens? And so you're a life insurance agent, and congratulations on that. And just starting out though, before getting into that, I want to talk a little bit about your schooling. So you went first, you got one degree, then you went back and you got another degree. And so tell us a little bit about that, your schooling.
So in 2015, I graduated with my associate's degree in business administration. And I had Golden Key Honor Society because I had great grades on the Dean's and the President's list. And once I had made my first child, I went back and got my bachelor's degree in business administration, and also great grades and, you know, everything. So I've always wanted to do something with business. It just took me a while to get around to what.
You always got great grades. You were just always whizzing through as far as the academia was concerned. And I mean, of course, we were all so glad to see you walk across the stage twice. And I don't know if you knew this, but way back, I went to a school, Manchester University. Now it's in North Manchester, Indiana. Business administration was what I was going there for.
That I didn't know.
Okay, well, now that's one of those things like, well, I don't want to find out when the whole world finds out, but any case. So I guess it's in the blood. So you went from you got your associates first and then your bachelor's, and then you ventured into what you're doing now, life insurance. And that's something I didn't accomplish. I didn't finish it, but I did dabble in that. Tell us a little bit about that process, because this is not like some fly-by-night thing where you just go in, you put in the application to get the job and show them your resume, and now you get to go and be a life insurance agent. It's a lot more involved than that. So I know we said we're going to try and be brief and respect time and all that, but if you can, give us a brief overview on getting your life insurance agent's licensing. What was involved with that?
Well, it definitely required a lot of studying, and I have 3 kids and take care of Papa and everything. That's my grandfather. So it was a long stretch for me. It seemed like more than a month, but every day, every night, I took hours studying, taking practice exams, and trying to grasping all the information that I could, so that I could be the best that I can be at this. Because a lot of people see, being an insurance agent, that's something hard. It's very rewarding, but also I wanted to get into this because it's something so important that a lot of people don't realize, especially people around my age or younger or even a little older. So I really wanted to take the time to learn everything that I could so I can be the best at this, so I can help who I could help. And that I feel like that's my mission. I finally found what my calling is in this. So I took it very serious, and all the studying and everything, being extremely tired, it was all worth it. But in the end, when I went to go take the test, not to brag, but I passed it the first time. And just, it was rewarding to have that accomplishment. And, the exam itself, it covers laws and ethics and all the insurance products, and you have to do the state regulations, and it's a lot of crucial information.
So what state are you licensed for?
Right now I'm working on more, but right now Illinois, Indiana, New Mexico, Michigan, Mississippi, Virginia, and Texas.
Okay, and some of those places we have some family.
Yes.
But great that. But I mean, I applaud you on that. And I mean, that's amazing what you mentioned as far as first finding your calling.
Yep.
So doing something that it is work. It's work involved. However, when it's a passion, it doesn't feel as much like work, because you can see what you're accomplishing.
Right.
And helping people win is what I started this podcast for. And I want to give people information that they can take, they can apply to their lives. Absolutely. Which is why it was important for me to bring First Chastity on. It's important for me to bring you on. And then we're going to also talk with Alasia and her family, and we're gonna the things that are serving people, the things that serve people is what's important to me to bring forward. And you found that this is a way to serve other people, and amazing, isn't it, how it gives you that sense of fulfillment?
Yep.
And then the other part that you mentioned, that now I know that you're not a single mom. We got my son Malcolm, but still, because he's working, and then is he schooling while he's working, or is he working and he's about to go to school also?
So now he's in school and he's about to work at an airport. Haven't told anyone that yet, but he's about to work in an airport before he finishes his aviation maintenance.
Right. And but with that, and we'll just leave it at that, because I'm not going to say the company's name because I'm not here to promote that company, but he's working. But I wanted to highlight that he's also going to aviation school
at night.
But with that, then you come into this role of really having to be hands-on on the home front.
Yes.
And along with that, helping to be a caretaker for your grandfather.
Yes.
And so a lot of single moms are going to be able to relate to that, even though your position isn't single, but looking at the workload, some single moms are going to hear that workload and be like, that sounds like, what I'm dealing with on a daily basis, but still you were able to nail it. And the first time you took the test, you said it was a month-long process.
Yes.
And so that's incredible. So with that, I'm hoping the person looking at this right now who's in that category, who feels inundated with life, and to hear you say the things that you had on your plate and still you were able to nail that. So we got the education, and then after that we got the credentials. So you got the licensing. You are licensed in several states, so spread out. And I know some people that do insurance and life insurance, but they're just in one or maybe two states. You're in several states, so it's a range of people that you can help. It sounds like you have some other states you're going to be getting more coming up. So now, with all that, tell us a little bit about what's important. So me as a person on the outside, I have some ideas as far as why life insurance is important. But you being on the inside and knowing the industry now, and seeing every day the things that people are benefiting from, that if they had not had life insurance, the things they would be struggling with, and the challenges that they would be facing if they had not had life insurance when the unfortunate, inevitable event of death would happen. So why is it important for a person to consider getting a life insurance policy? And then also you can let us know what type of life insurance that you provide.
Okay, so first, it's important for people to obtain life insurance. It's really financial security. It's, imagine losing somebody that is a main provider in your household. And pretty much without life insurance, that family could struggle to pay the mortgage, send their kids to college, or just everyday expenses couldn't be covered, right? So a good policy definitely ensures that those left behind, the survivors, don't just survive financially, but that they continue to live without major disruptions. And what I sell is whole life insurance. And with whole life insurance, I'm going to try and say it without trying to, just root for my company. But at the same time, whole life insurance, with me being educated on each different kind, whole life insurance definitely benefits families more than the other ones, because you're able to take out of that insurance and use it once you accumulate cash value if you want to do anything in your life. But it's very wise to take out a policy and use it to the advantage of your family.
We're gonna put in a little bit contact information, because we won't have enough time on the podcast for you to break down every little granular, and get into every aspect. And so, as we had talked about before, we do the overview, and we just want to point people to you. So now, not leaving those expenses for people, replacing what is now what would be a lost income from a breadwinner, and just a litany of things, a myriad of things that would benefit. But one thing in particular that we talked about, and this is something that is, I guess it's sad that it is the case that it happens over and over and over again, because people aren't educated Bible tells us that when God's talking about his people, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, not having understanding, and particularly not understanding him. And God, business comes from God.
Mm-hmm.
God put Adam in the garden to work it, to dress it, to keep it. Right. So that is being a responsible steward over things and working them the way that they are supposed to be worked. Mm-hmm. That's a God thing.
Yes.
And we have people that start all over again, generation after generation. But there's a segment in our population that understands generational wealth, and they use life insurance. So we talked about that already. Expand on that a little bit as far as using life insurance for that.
Okay, so most people think that life insurance is just a payout after death, right? But a lot of people who have prepared themselves, they've set up life insurance for their family to be in an advantage type of position. And what people don't understand is life insurance, you can use that, to pay estate taxes or ensure that each generation has financial security or even put up a trust fund. But all in all, it's about planning ahead. It's about breaking cycles of financial struggles. And that's what a lot of people, I really hope, understand after watching this.
Yeah. So taking that life insurance payout and putting it into an annuity, investing in the S&P 500. But people, they get the payout, they go buy the new car.
Yeah.
They get the payout, and they will get the wardrobe.
Yeah, the designer stuff, and then there's nothing left.
And so then the next generation, and we talked about this. You said that this is something for your. So was this your company? I know every company has they have team meetings, they have business, they have their company meetings. And was this like a company team meeting that you said that this scripture was shared that we talked about?
Yeah, we have 3. Mm-hmm.
Well, but one of them was Proverbs 13:22, which is a good man or righteous man leaves inheritance to his children's children or their children's children, their children's children, if we're talking man or woman.
Yes.
And so that is the other thing that was incredible, which I didn't know that as far as your company. But this is something, and I have another segment that's going to be coming up dealing with this. It's called The Great Divide. But this is something that I want to encourage you who's watching this right now, and you're a person of faith. So people who are in the faith community that are doing things that people of faith need, those are the people that people of faith should go to in order to do their business with. It's called creating an economy within the kingdom of God. So that is incredible that you all have a biblical foundation as far as how you conduct your business, and absolutely as far as that generational wealth. I hope that people will give you a call and reach out to you and get more information on how they can put these safeguards in place for them and their family. And again, to set themselves in a position for the thing that we don't know when it's going to happen, but it's one day going to.
Yep.
And when it does, that the family is prepared, and then the family is not set back as a result.
Right.
But that the family, with each person deposits a seed of advancement, so that now we don't want people helping us leave.
No. No, we don't want that.
But but when we have love like we should, there's no amount of money that we would exchange that person for. But when that person is gone, we want it to be, at least from the perspective of the one who will be the one most likely to leave when they're up in age, we pray, that I would want to leave a gift. I want to leave a seed that can expand my generation. The person that's watching this right now, and they're saying, they're shaking their head right now, and all they need is a phone number. So how do they get in touch with you? Which, and we have that on the screen right now also, but just for you to say it for those people who are driving and they can't look at their screen.
Okay. So you can reach me at my phone number, 708-543-0469, or my email, gabbt.life@yahoo.com. And I'm with Senior Life Insurance Company, just to put that in there for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mrs.
Thank you.
Gabrielle Turner. And so we are just excited about your success. We're excited about all the people that you are currently helping. And we wanted to bring this information forward because you, the viewer, we are here to help you to win here at Transparency to Power podcast. God bless you, and thank you so much for being with us today. We hope that you took notes and that you enjoyed this podcast.